Being in production usually means the same thing as being on set. And the set can be a very exciting and very frustrating place to be. While all of your planning is very important and a lot of choices and fixes can be made in post, production is the most crucial part of the movie making process, and you often don't have a lot of time to get everything you want. So here are a few tips for getting the most out of your production phase. Know how to work with actors. Even if your actors are just your friends and family, you still want to get the best performances you can out of them. Every actor is different, and you want to figure out how to play to their strengths. If you're working with people who act a lot, they might be offended by a direct line reading and would prefer more indirect direction.
No. It's they may be offended by a direct line reading. Gah!
They might be offended by a direct line reading and would prefer more indirect direction. But someone who has never acted before, you may need to really guide them through it all. It's always a really good idea to set the scene for the actors. Give them an idea of what their character might feel and what's happening in the scene, and also what has led up to this scene, even if it's not in the movie. Just knowing if a character got enough sleep the night before can really make a performance. Especially focus on things that they have to imagine, like if it's raining outside, but you just plan to insert the sound later. Building an environment for your actors is the best way to let them do their best. Even if your actors are giving it their all, it may not come out the right way the first time. Maybe someone flubs a line, or you decide you want the red chair on the other side of the room, or any number of things. This is why it's always good to get multiple takes of a scene. It's best to do every shot at least twice, so no matter what, you'll have some choices in the editing room. But don't get too overzealous with your takes. Chances are you have a limited amount of time in your location. And even if you could spend forever there, you and your actors would eventually get pretty worn out. So, as the old song goes, you've got to know when to hold 'em, and you've got to know when to fold 'em. Sometimes you just have to accept that it isn't going to be perfect and move on. There's a good chance that whatever the problem was, you can edit around it or otherwise fix it up in post anyway. The most important thing is that at the end of the day, you've gotten all the shots you wanted for your scene. So don't spend 6 hours trying to get that one shot just right only to realize that now you don't have time for anything else. Remember to budget your time and pay attention to your schedule. With these handy tips, working with actors, doing multiple takes, and keeping to schedule, you'll be well on your way to getting the most out of your production phase.